Hi there, my name is Sonia, and like you, I'm one of your fellow UBAM book ladies. I recently did a Cuddle Bear book drive, and my team leader recommended that I share my experience. So here it goes. So as I told you, I did a Cuddle Bear book drive for the NICU of the nearby city hospital because I knew some of my friends had had their kids out there, and I only could imagine how hard it could have been for those families to go through the experience of NICU. So here are a few tips I followed to do that book drive. So number one, choose the recipient of your book drive. In this case, it was the NICU of the MCH Odessa, and I contacted them. So choose them, choose your charity, and contact them. This way you start getting some contact with them, and you can get a feel on whether or not they're happy about what you're doing for them. Number two, evaluate what kind of book or products from UBAM could be good for them. So in this case, I thought NICU, plush toy, baby, Cuddle Bear, comforting. So I went with Cuddle Bear, and I offered the Cuddle Bear plus the plush toy plus the book, as I felt that this would be a nice thing for the kids to grow up with. The third thing I did was check their tax exemption status. In this case, they were not. So this is a step I took just to know how much more I would need to collect to take into consideration the tax into consideration. Number four, what I did was set up my goal. So my goal, I set up a goal of $1,080 to take care of the tax. When you set up a goal, you know how much more you have to reach to people to get successful. Then I thought 1,000 in product means 500 matched up for free by Osborne, and it sounded like a lot, and it sounded like a fulfilling goal. Then what I did is set up a fundraising platform. There are many ways you can go about it. So I researched several options. I could have done my own Venmo personal collection. I could have done PayPal money pool. And I researched other platforms, and I found one that's called Give Butter, and it's a website. It creates a website and a fundraising campaign for you. And I decided to go through with that. It allowed me to get payments through credit card, PayPal, and Venmo. This is why I chose it. And it was easy for people to go to the website, click donate, and enter their information. These kind of websites collects information like email address, which will be very good for follow-up and thank yous later on. So that's one feature I liked a lot. Then once you have that set up, you decide when and how to run your book drive. For me, the idea was to offer two different ways of helping. To the people that are local to my area, which is Midland, Odessa, Texas, I offered the opportunity to purchase books for themselves and know that their purchase would be with a purpose, because 50% of the amount they would have purchased would go for the NICU. And the other option to help was donate. Then I set up the donation amounts. I set up a choose your own option, choose your own amount, a $14 amount, which would represent a bear or a book plus the tax, and a $27 amount, which was representing the book plus bear set plus tax. And so I did set that up, and I made a few graphics showing people that what their donation would mean, and so after that I made my event known. So I did set up a Facebook public event, which was the first time I ever did it. And I also contacted people. So what I did is I contacted many of my personal friends on the Facebook community. I contacted my colleagues. I contacted my personal small business clients. And I asked those friends and acquaintances to basically first share the event and see if they could tag people to the event and if they could maybe add people to the event to see if we could gain people that did not know me but would be interested in the cause. This works and this doesn't work, in the sense that because I did a public event, some people knew and fell in love with the idea and came into the public event and followed my posts. Asking for your friends to share helps to make your event known, but Facebook is not too keen about it. So even though I had very influential people sharing my event, like my newborn photographer shared it on her page, no answer on that side. But we still tried. A local business owner shared it, same thing. My priest shared it, same thing, barely no response. But we still tried, and I'm very happy about it. It's good to reach out and ask for help, because the people you ask for help to share might also be the people who want to give. So regardless, ask for help and sharing, and you'll see what comes out your way. And then during the book drive I would post 2 to 3 posts a day. I decided to do a 2-week-long event on Facebook. It might seem long, but I decided to pace it that way. And so I would do 2 to 3 posts a day, including one game and some facts about Color Bear or some facts about some of our books. And one thing that I did that I found out did reach out a lot of people is share a video of my own son presenting the book. So on Facebook, on social media, this kind of post reach a lot of people because a video you've already seen it online. You share a picture of your child, of your family, of your dog, and you get a bunch of likes. You share other things, and out of the blue, nobody responds. It's not that people ignore you or don't care about it. It's because Facebook kinds of hides it. So that way, by recording my son presenting the book and explaining who it would go to, it reached people's hearts, and many people shared that video, and it got a little bit more acknowledgement from the community. Even my own family, who didn't know about it, kind of knew about it because Gabrielito was in the video, and some people were willing to give because they saw the product and they saw a happy child holding the book and the bear. Then I did my own video as well a few days later to keep the interest up. So one other thing I had mentioned is try to connect with the most amount of people. Daily messaging to Facebook contacts works. Daily text messaging to people who are not on social media works. I also, my family and I are blessed to own a small business. I offered my clients to participate for a small gift. It worked as well. And I asked other small businesses to come to share. It worked, but not as much as I would have hoped, but it still worked, and it's still like networking that's useful to you. So don't give up on that option. Just try. You never know how much benefit you could reap out of it. So I really recommend it. So these are the strong connections that help your book drive on social media pick up a little bit. But your number one way to get those donations will be messaging directly to people and see if they would be willing to give. When you explain your goal and they understand who they're giving to, it reaches their heart. They know it's well intended and they will give. You have a lot of people, I'm sure you have a lot of people around you who have wonderful hearts and are willing to give to a good cause. Once this is done and you've reached your goal, which I unexpectedly rich, and I was so happy to. You get to order, and this is so fulfilling. So I decided to order as a book fair because I knew that above $250 would give me of amount bought would give me free shipping and 50% matched up by Osborne. This is a wonderful feature that we have. It is amazing that our company does that. So really use it in this kind of moments of those drives. The book fair method gives you a lot to give, and you give more to your community, and it's even more fulfilling. The one thing that I wanted to touch upon is once you've ordered and that you've received and you've given, I would really recommend that you follow up with your donors. This is not making your book drive successful anymore because it's already over. But keeping track and following up with the people who gave, because they have a wonderful heart, helps them see what their money did for you and for the organization you're giving to. We've been all given to different places. When we see what our money did or those dollars we gave did, it makes us get a better feel about the person they gave to. It's always fulfilling to see that. So I highly recommend that you keep track of who gave, get their information so you can later on share what their money and what they did for that organization. It's not just you, they also did something. And the last point is share the love. Really, once you've done it, I was so excited. I counted how much Cuddle Bear Plush Toy Plus book I was able to give. And I told it to everybody. And it gave hope to so many people. So many of my colleagues came back to me. How many were you able to give? 63? That's amazing. How could you reach that much money? And it gives people hope. So this book drive will help you get your sales up, will help you help somebody, will help you as a person feel that you did something purposeful. And by sharing it, you'll make people hopeful around you. So I hope this video gave you some more hope and about doing a book drive. It is something that you definitely can do, and if you are as passionate as I am, as I'm sure you know you are, then you'll be very successful. I have no doubt about it. So thank you for watching, and good luck to your endeavors. Bye.